We've been talking a lot to the guys over at DICE and the various other EA studios and doing a lot of knowledge sharing, and we're big fans of the Battlefield series, and the audio on those games is great. So we've been trying to take some leaves out of their book and making sure that our weapons are up to the standard of the stuff that those guys are doing. On Mass Effect 2, what we did is we took the entire audio content out of Mass Effect 1 and then replaced it into a new, more advanced audio engine. And that was a big, big overtaking. But for ME3, we don't have to do that. We're sticking with the same engine. So instead, we're focusing on the content. We're basically making everything better across the board, which is a great way to spend your time, really. I think is basically making things much, much better, as opposed to trying to fit it all into this new system. So our focus is much more on improving the quality across the board. So one of the areas we're doing it is the weapons, where we're enhancing it from being just a sort of a flat weapon kind of a system to being much more reactive and dynamic based on where you are and what other things are happening in the game. And it's going to make it much more immersive and exciting to listen to. We've only just started to do this work, so it's a really, really early stage. But I can show you quickly some of the things that we're doing. For example, like on the assault rifle, we've just started changing that. And this is the old Mass Effect 2 assault rifle. And we're cleaning up a lot of the assets, making them a lot more punchier and tighter and bassier and a lot more exciting. And it now reacts to environments and in a way that completely changes the sound, so that the decay and the bullet trailing off into the distance will be completely different, whether it's inside in a big area or outside in a small area, and all these different combinations of stuff. And it totally changes the volume of all other sounds that are playing at any time. So it's a lot more interactive. And the new gun is completely different, as you can hear. You can hear the decay tailing off, which is, like I said, totally interactive as well. So, and we're doing these kind of advances across the board on all sorts of stuff, from the biotics to the tech powers to the weapons to all of our Foley sounds, the footsteps. Everything across the board is getting enhanced, and it's going to be much more reactive to what the player is doing. So as you enhance your Shepard, you're going to be all your sounds will be changing. As they did that on ME2, but we're just doing that to an extent that just completely blows everything out of the water that we'd ever done before. You know, we've got a big audio team here. We've got probably one of the largest audio teams in the industry, actually. We'll probably have about 12 sound designers just working on the sound effects and stuff like that. We're trying to make the experience better, and we're not trying to make the audio stand out to a point where everyone goes, oh yeah, the audio is great, because as soon as you've done that, you've kind of detached the player from the experience in a way, and you want it to just work. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. At the same time, we want to get audio awards, so it's like, maybe we should, every now and again, we should have a really loud sound that just pops out and just waves the flag for audio, you know. For ME3, we're still very, very much sticking with the original design of the Mass Effect series, and I think the goal is that we're not going to be pushing it even more into that kind of dude bro kind of angle, and we're going to be definitely sticking to the roots and the core of what it means to be in the Mass Effect universe. Making sure that we have that sort of retro futuristic kind of vibe, and keeping our iconic kind of character that people really love about Mass Effect. I mean, that means a lot to us, and we're making sure that we uphold what we've always had as a really key part of our franchise.